Life after 70. These 7 habits are quietly destroying your health. Sometimes we go through our days doing the same things we've always done, out of habit, convenience, or simply because we think, well, at my age, this is just how it is. But after 70, our bodies and minds begin to speak to us in quieter, more subtle ways. And if we don't pay attention, the small routines we take for granted can slowly chip away at our strength, mobility, and even our sense of joy. In today's episode, we'll take a closer look at 7 everyday habits that many older adults fall into and explore why letting go of them isn't about giving something up, but about giving yourself the chance to feel stronger, more confident, and more in control of your life. If you care about healthy aging and living well in this chapter life, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on more simple, helpful insights like this. Now, let's get started. 1. Avoiding movement to stay safe. After the age of 70, it's completely natural to feel more cautious about physical activity. Many older adults start to limit their movement out of fear of falling, of pulling a muscle, or simply of feeling too tired. The idea is understandable. Rest feels safer. But ironically, avoiding movement altogether can actually increase the very risks you're trying to avoid. When we stop moving regularly, our muscles begin to weaken. Balance becomes harder to maintain, joints stiffen, and everyday tasks like standing up from a chair or climbing a few stairs start to feel more difficult. The less we move, the more our body loses its strength, and with it, a bit of our independence. The good news is that staying active doesn't require hours at the gym or strenuous workouts. Just a few minutes a day of gentle, intentional movement can make a big difference. Standing up and sitting down without using your hands, walking around the house or the block, lifting light objects like a water bottle or soup can. All of these are powerful ways to maintain strength and balance. Movement isn't just about exercise. It's about freedom. It's the confidence of knowing you can get out of bed on your own, walk to the mailbox, or bend down to tie your shoes without needing help. Keeping your body in motion helps preserve the independence and dignity that matters so much at this stage of life. So instead of avoiding movement, try to embrace it slowly, gently, and consistently. Your body may surprise you with what it's still capable of, and you'll feel more energized, stable, and in control with every step. 2. Eating the same way you did in your 40s. For many of us, eating becomes a routine. Same meals, same portions, same habits we've had for decades. It's comforting, familiar, and easy. But after age 70, your body doesn't work quite the same way it did in your 40s or 50s. Digestion slows down, metabolism shifts, and the body's nutritional needs begin to change. What used to be just right can now feel too heavy, leave you bloated, or make you feel sluggish after meals. Large portions of red meat, processed foods, or starchy sides might no longer give you the energy you need. In fact, they may be doing the opposite. That's why adjusting how and what you eat is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. It doesn't mean going on a strict diet or cutting out your favorite foods entirely. It simply means being more mindful. Smaller portions, more vegetables and fruits, lean proteins like fish or chicken, whole grains, and healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. Also, try to eat when you're truly hungry, not just because it's mealtime. Your body might not need as much food, but it does need better food. Food that's easy to digest, supports your bones and brain, and keeps your energy steady. Think of it this way. You wouldn't wear the same shoes you wore in your 30s, so why would you eat the same way? Making thoughtful changes to your eating habits isn't about restriction. It's about nourishment. It's about giving your body what it truly needs now, so you can keep doing the things you love with strength, clarity, and comfort. 3. Ignoring small health issues. As we get older, it's easy to dismiss certain symptoms as just part of aging. A bit of dizziness, occasional chest tightness, feeling more tired than usual. These things may seem minor or familiar, and many people don't want to make a fuss or visit the doctor for something they believe will pass. But here's the truth. Small symptoms often speak volumes. They can be your body's early warning signs. And while they might not seem serious at the moment, they could be pointing to something deeper. Something that's much easier to treat if caught early. A little swelling in your ankles could mean your heart is under stress. Some memory lapses could be more than simple forgetfulness. Numbness in your hands or feet may be tied to circulation or nerve issues. Ignoring these signs doesn't make them go away. It simply gives them time to grow more serious. Paying attention to these quiet signals isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. The sooner a concern is identified, the more options you have. You might avoid medications altogether, catch a condition before it worsens, or make small changes that dramatically improve how you feel day to day. And remember, you are the expert on your own body. If something doesn't feel right, even if it seems small, trust your instincts. Seek a second opinion, if needed. You have every right to speak up and be taken seriously. Taking care of others may have been your role for decades. Now it's time to turn that same care inward. Staying alert to your body's whispers is one of the most important ways to protect your health, your independence, and your peace of mind. 4. Relying too much on memory. You may have always had a sharp memory, the kind that remembered birthdays, appointments, and even what was in the back of the pantry. For years, you probably managed just fine without writing things down. But as we get older, our memory, especially short-term memory, naturally begins to shift. And relying on it alone can lead to little mistakes that sometimes have big consequences. Forgetting a lunch date is one thing. Forgetting whether you took your medication is another. Many older adults find themselves unsure. Did I already take that pill? And this uncertainty can lead to skipping doses or accidentally taking too much. And when it comes to medications like blood pressure meds, insulin, or painkillers, even a small slip can be dangerous. But let's be clear, using reminders, lists, or alarms isn't a sign of decline. It's a sign of wisdom. It's how you take care of yourself with intention. A notebook on the counter, a pill organizer, a wall calendar, or a phone reminder are simple tools that can make your days feel easier, more organized, and less stressful. One of the surprising benefits of writing things down is how much mental space it frees up. Instead of running your to-do list in your head over and over, you can let it go and focus on enjoying your day. It's like giving your brain room to breathe. So if you've noticed yourself second-guessing or feeling overwhelmed, give your memory some backup. It's not cheating. It's smart self-care. You've carried a lifetime of knowledge. Now it's perfectly okay to give your brain a little help in the day-to-day. 5. Avoiding technology entirely. Many people over 70 shy away from technology, and it's understandable. Smartphones, apps, passwords, updates, it can all feel overwhelming, especially if you didn't grow up with it. You might think, I've lived just fine without it, or it's too late for me to learn all that. But here's the truth. Technology isn't about keeping up with the young. It's about staying connected, informed, and independent in a modern world. You don't have to become a tech expert or open a dozen social media accounts. Sometimes, all it takes is learning a few simple things that can make life easier. Using your phone to set reminders, checking the weather, sending a message, or even accessing your medical information online. These tools can be a lifeline, especially when it comes to health, safety, and staying in touch with loved ones. Many older adults who once resisted technology found that, with a little guidance and patience, they were fully capable of learning and even enjoying it. The key is to take it slow. Ask a grandchild, a neighbor, or a friend to walk you through the basics. Write things down. Practice a little at a time. The feeling of figuring out something new, even something small, like setting an alarm or joining a video call, can bring a wonderful sense of pride and confidence. You're not falling behind. You're moving forward in your own way. Technology doesn't replace human connection. It enhances it. And by being open to it, you give yourself more options, more tools, and more freedom to live life the way you want. You're never too old to learn something new, especially when that something helps you stay more independent and empowered. 6. Neglecting mental health. When we think about staying healthy after 70, we often focus on physical health, eating right, staying active, managing medications. But one area that's just as important, yet often overlooked, is mental health. Many older adults experience feelings of sadness, anxiety, loneliness, or even a loss of purpose, and assume it's just a normal part aging. But here's the truth. While some emotional shifts are natural as life changes, ongoing sadness, constant worry, Trouble sleeping or a loss of interest in things you once enjoyed are not things you have to simply accept. These are real signs that your mind, just like your body, may need some care and attention. Ignoring mental health doesn't make it go away. In fact, emotional stress can lead to physical problems: fatigue, higher blood pressure, weakened immunity, or poor sleep. On the other hand, supporting your emotional well-being can help you feel more energetic, think more clearly, and enjoy life more fully. Caring for your mental health might be as simple as talking to someone you trust, joining a group where you feel understood, trying gentle mindfulness or breathing exercises, or even speaking with a counselor or doctor who listens without judgment. There is no shame in seeking support, only strength. You've been through so much in life, and you deserve to feel peace and clarity in this chapter. 2. Mental wellness isn't about pretending to be happy. It's about learning how to lighten the burdens you've carried and finding new joy, even in small things. You take care of your body every day, your heart, your bones, your muscles. Don't forget your mind, because when your mind is well, everything else begins to feel a little easier. 7. Withdrawing from social connection. As we grow older, it can become surprisingly easy to drift away from regular social interaction. Plans get canceled more often. Outings feel like too much effort. Friends move, family gets busy, or loved ones pass on. You may find yourself staying home more, telling yourself you enjoy the quiet, and maybe you do. But there's a difference between enjoying solitude and slowly becoming isolated. Human connection is not just emotionally uplifting. It's vital to our overall health. Research shows that loneliness in older adults is linked to increased risks of depression, cognitive decline, and even heart disease. Our brains are wired for connection, and even simple interactions, a friendly chat, a shared laugh, a wave from across the street, help keep us mentally and emotionally balanced. If you found yourself pulling back, know that reconnecting doesn't have to mean attending loud events or joining big crowds. It can be as simple as a weekly phone call with a friend, having tea with a neighbor, joining a small community group, or even participating in an online class or book club. These little moments of contact, they matter. Letting people in doesn't make you vulnerable. It makes you stronger. And your presence, your stories, your kindness, they matter more than you may realize. Others are lifted just by knowing you're there. So, if you've been feeling a bit withdrawn, consider reaching out, even just once this week. Connection is like sunlight for the soul. It warms us, grounds us, and reminds us that we're not alone in this journey. And sometimes, one genuine conversation can change the entire tone of a day or a life. Aging isn't about stepping back. It's about stepping into a new chapter with the wisdom, experience, and strength you spent a lifetime building. The habits we've talked about today may seem small on the surface, but letting go of even just one can open the door to more energy, more clarity, and more freedom in your daily life. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just take one small step. Choose one habit that spoke to you most, and start there. You'll be amazed at how different life can feel when you begin to support yourself with intention and care. And if this episode gave you something to think about or helped you feel seen, I'd love for you to stay connected. Go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss the upcoming episodes. Each one crafted to bring you thoughtful, practical insights for this meaningful stage of life. Thank you for spending this time with me. You matter. Your well-being matters. And the best parts of your journey are still unfolding. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay curious, and keep moving forward one gentle step at a time.